Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. It's lovely to have you here as always. If you are new here, hello, my name is Ange, aka 50 Cents UK, and today's video, how exciting. I was so stoked when I heard that there was going to be a new flanker of Scandal. I love the Scandal range. I really used to adore Scandal by Night before that one got discontinued. And yeah, I love Scandal Absolute, which is the one that I currently have in my collection, as well as this new one. So shall we stop delaying and let's get to spraying. Now, I purchased this perfume directly from the Jean-Paul Gaultier website. And to be honest, I'm in the UK, the website, or Jean-Paul Gaultier, the company, the brand, they're based in France. It got to me really quickly. So I have to give props to Jean-Paul Gaultier's shipping or whatever, because it got to me really quick and I'm actually surprised that it got to me so quick. So as I say, I ordered directly from them and the perfume came with this lovely little postcard, and it has like a paper clip that has the Jean-Paul Gaultier logo in it. You probably can't see it on camera. And then this little pouch, this little Jean-Paul Gaultier pouch. I guess you can put makeup in it or travel sprays or whatever you want. But yeah, it's you know, it's like denim. Quite cute, quite sweet, I thought. And also they did give me some samples. So I got a sample of Classique. They gave me a sample of La Belle, and they also, which I thought was a good touch, included a sample of the new Scandal Intense, because I guess if you wanted to try it before you opened the main perfume, if you didn't like it, you could send it back, which I think is great. I think all brands need to do that, you know, because there's too many of us out here blind buying, you know, me included. I'm probably one of the worst culprits, but usually once you've, obviously in the UK, I don't know what it's like in the US. I think you can send stuff back or take stuff back once you've opened it, but in the UK you cannot do that. So yeah, this is a good touch. Right, so let's get into the star of the show. So this is the box. It's the same Scandal box. The Absolute came in the same box. It just has Intense written on the front. I do like the box, actually. I like the velvety material. Let's get her out. And here is the bottle. As you can see, it's like a deep purple colour. I don't know if the camera's showing it, because I think it looks a bit dark on camera, but it's actually, well, it is quite dark, but you can see more purple in it in person. So it's a lovely bottle. I'm not sure I like the bottle as much as I like the Absolute bottle, but it's different, isn't it? It's nice. The aesthetic is nice. So the notes that are listed on Fragrantica for this perfume are ylang ylang, vanilla and cardamom. So I know you're dying to know what this smells like, so let's give her a spray. Now, I will say that I only received this yesterday, so this is more or less my first impressions, but boy, I can smell it in the air and it is delightful. But what I find interesting, when I first spray this, what I get is a big blast of the cardamom. Now, the cardamom is a base note, but I can really smell it very strong in the opening of the fragrance, which I wasn't expecting, but isn't a bad thing. As this perfume starts to dry down, that ylang ylang starts coming through, but I can smell tuberose in this. Like, tuberose is not listed, but I can definitely pick up tuberose. It does have ever such a slight bubblegummy vibe, which you get from tuberose. I don't mind that at all. The one thing I will say is that I don't get a huge amount of vanilla in this perfume. So this is not like a vanilla perfume with a bit of florals. It is more of what I would say a warm, spicy floral with hints of vanilla. So the vanilla does give it a nice sweetness, but you kind of have to search for the vanilla until it is really dried down. So in the deep dry down, I do get more of the vanilla. But if you're expecting this to be like really vanilla-y, then you may be slightly disappointed, because as far as I'm concerned, and this is just my opinion and my nose, obviously we all interpret perfumes very differently. I smell the cardamom very strongly in this, so it has that warm spiciness about it. And then the florals are quite heavy in it. As I say, I get more tuberose than I do ylang ylang. I can smell the yellow florals, but to me this is very tuberose heavy. This does seem like it's an intense perfume, so I think the name Intense is quite apt for it, because you get a lot of these flankers that come out and they're called intense and they're just not intense at all. This seems like it's very strong, so this is just my initial opinions. It seems to be a very strong perfume. I can't yet attest to whether it's really long lasting, etc., and how it projects, because I've literally only worn this once, and that was in my house, so it's kind of not the same as when you're wearing it out and about. But I do think it's a strong perfume, and I do think that you're going to get smelled. Like, people are definitely going to smell this on you. So this perfume feels warm, it feels spicy, it's quite a sexy scent. I will say that it feels kind of carnal. It has those sort of dark, mysterious, sensuous vibes to it. It's definitely one that I would wear on a date night, you know, or like an intimate setting, something like that, because it is quite heavy hitting, as I said, and it does have that sexiness about it. And I do think the cardamom plays a big part in that. The cardamom is there throughout the wear of this perfume until you literally get to the deep dry down. I can still smell faint hints of that spiciness, and I actually really like that about it. I do think the name Scandal does suit this perfume because it is scandalous, you know. It has that, like I said, very sexy vibe about it, where you think, I'm going to do naughty things wearing this perfume, if you know what I mean. But I definitely feel like the floral notes and the cardamom are more the star of the show in this perfume rather than the vanilla. The vanilla does take a back seat, but that's just my opinion. When you smell it, you may find the vanilla shows up a lot brighter on your skin than it does on mine. But the vanilla is there in the background, but it's a faint hint of vanilla. It's not a heavy vanilla. There's definitely not like a real sweet creaminess about this perfume. I would say if you're looking for really sweet, really creamy, you would go for the Absolute version of this rather than the Intense version. I will be really interested to see what other reviewers make of this perfume, because as I said, everybody smells different things within their perfumes, but I even pick up a slight smokiness in this, and as I said, that makes it kind of sexy and dark and deep, and I like those kinds of fragrances when I'm in the mood for those kinds of fragrances. This perfume is sweet, but it's not too sweet, so it's definitely not sweet in a juvenile way whatsoever. It does feel quite sophisticated. It feels grown up. This is grown woman vibes that you're getting in this little purple bottle, trust me. So I think it is the vanilla that's giving this perfume the sweetness, but as I said, it's a subtle vanilla. It doesn't come off like a gourmand or anything like that. This is more of like a warm, spicy, floral perfume, in my opinion. So how does this perfume compare to Scandal Absolute? So Scandal Absolute is definitely more of a creamy, sweet, decadent perfume. Obviously this one is laced with honey to my nose. There is a lot of honey in this, which makes it super sweet. So this is a lot sweeter, in my opinion, than the Intense one. The Intense one still does have sweetness. Don't get me wrong, it's still quite a sweet perfume, but this one I would say is way sweeter. You've also got fig in this one. There's also a bit of a nuttiness in this one. And to me, this one has a bit more of a tropical vibe to it. So really it boils down to what your taste is. I will say that I do feel like they're different enough to have both of them. But if I'm completely honest, in the dry down, they are quite similar. They do smell quite similar when you get really deep into the dry down. So in summary, from what I can tell so far, these are both strong perfumes. They're both going to get you compliments. They're both beautiful scents. I love them both. Which one do I prefer? Now, that is a hard question, and it's hard to answer that because it depends what feel you're going for. To me, the Intense is sexier. This is more of like your date night, sexy situation perfume. And she's like not playing games. She's not out here playing games, this one. Whereas my girl here, the Absolute, I feel like this one's a little bit more flirty, a little bit more playful, you know? So the Intense, she's serious, she's deep, she's dark, she's sensual, she's mysterious, and she means business, 100%. She knows what she wants and she's going to get what she wants. The Absolute, she's out for a good time, not a long time, you know. She's a bit more fun, loving and flirty. So yeah, guys, it's so hard to choose between the two of these so far. I love both of these perfumes, and you know, I don't know, I can't choose right now. Maybe if I start wearing this one a bit more, I can give you a bit more of an update. But for now, I can't pick. Overall, I'm happy to have both of these scents in my collection. And long may they stay. Guys, on another note, there is a new flanker of C. Passioni coming out, and it's called C. Passioni Red Musk. And I'm super excited for that one. So watch out for that, because that's going to probably be coming up very soon on my channel, because I have ordered it and I'm waiting patiently for it to come. It should be coming any day now. But that one, my God, it sounds delish. It has notes of strawberry, it has milk, it has rose. I love the C line in general, so I'm super excited about that one. So watch out for that one. But let me know in the comments, is the Jean Paul Gaultier Scandale Intense one that you want to get your nose on? Let me know when you do, if you smell it, what you think about it, and is it something that's on your radar? Are you excited for it? Do you like Scandale as a range in general? Let me know. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I would appreciate it. Also, give this video a big thumbs up. I hope this video was helpful to you, or at least a bit entertaining, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.